Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. In this beautiful occasion, I am Ajeng Hidayatul Maghdalena. I would like to present my thesis proposal entitled The Effectiveness of Mind Mapping and Questioning Strategies to Teach Writing Recontext Between Extrovert and Introvert Students. Okay, that's my research topic. Why I choose this research topic? And why is it important? Because there are many reasons that supported this study should be studied. Okay, let me tell one by one, started from the broader scope. Okay, English language. English is one kind of language that become a global language. Many people all over the world use it to communicate. It can be a first language, second language, or foreign language. Because it's very important, the government in Indonesia realized that, oh, it, it is very important for all people to communicate each other. So that is why the English language become um, one of compulsory subject at school. It means studying English as the foreign language should become a compulsory subject at school. It is taught from elementary school until university. So there are four skills that must be mastered by the teachers and the learner. There are speaking, listening, reading, and writing. However, when people study about English or learning English, there are many challenges that face by teacher and students. And there are many references said that one kind of the most challenging skill that is faced by the students in learning English is writing skill. Writing in English is the most challenging skill. Why? Because in writing skill, we need to deliver our idea in the written form, and we need to use the appropriate word of the vocabulary, and we need to arrange it into a good sentence, and we need to make the reader understand about what we already wrote, what we already written. So it's very difficult if we cannot really understand how to organize our idea. And as we know that in Indonesia, in curriculum 2013 in Indonesia, there are some kinds of genre of text that are expected to be able to write by the students in junior high school. One kind of the text is recount text. And recount text, as we know that it is one kind of the genre of the text that we need to tell our experiences, and it is very difficult because based on my interviewed my preliminary research with the teachers of English in one kind of junior high school in Mantub Lamongan as my subject. The teacher said that students really difficult to write the context because they 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 have the problem how to organize their idea, how to retell their experiences based on the generic structure of free context, and it is very difficult for them. Besides the teacher's problem, he said that I really difficult to how to teach them by using certain strategy. So I need to really pay attention for them how to make the learning process and the teaching process more effective than before. And here um, here the teacher the teacher need to expected to be able to recognize the student's personality and teaching strategy. And then here it is the personality and it is the teaching strategies. It means that the teacher, when teaching in the class, he or she really need to pay attention to the personality and the teaching strategy, so the teaching process will be effective than before. Because according to Ayrton and Griffith, they say that Ayrton 2010 says that personality trait positively influences the student's success in learning language, while Griffith 2008 argues that language learning strategies are believed to have influence in helping language learners in studying English and lead them to be success. It means that both of personality and strategies have a big role to be success in teaching and learning writing process. Okay, when the teacher have the teaching strategies and recognizing the student's personality, so the teaching and learning process will be better than before. And here in this study, I choose for the teaching strategy, mind mapping strategy, and questioning strategy, and the personality. There are extrovert and introvert students. Okay, why? Why I will use mind mapping strategy? Because um, mind mapping strategy can be applied to explore a wide range of topic in writing, and it can be applied in every kind of writing. For the example is narrative text, descriptive, and then recount text, and then argumentative writing, and so on. Besides, questioning strategy, according to Brown, when we apply this strategy, it can encourage the class interaction and students' participation, so the class will be more active, and it can help the students to organize their idea when they want to write something, or when they want to write recount text. And here, personality, extrovert and introvert student, we are as the teacher really need pay attention to them. So when we know that student they are more active or so oral, it means that they are extrovert. And don't forget to the extrovert, to the introvert student, because actually they are pay attention to the teacher's explanation, but they're only silent. But yeah, we sometimes we as the teacher ignore them, because we're more we are as teacher more pay attention more to the extrovert students. So that is why here, as the researcher, in this study, the researcher wants to find out the significant difference between um, the students were tough by using mind mapping strategy and questioning strategy, and between extrovert and introvert student. So the teaching and learning writing recontext process will be effective than before. And it is the research problem, so that is why it is the research problem. I have 7 research problem. How effective is mind mapping to teach writing recontext to the 8th graders of junior high school to Mantap Lamongan with extrovert students' personality? Until how are the interactions among mind mapping, questioning strategies, and students' writing achievement in teaching writing with different personality? So it will become a research problem, and I will really pay attention to all of these research problems. And it is the objective of the study to analyze the effectiveness of the use mind mapping to teach writing recontext to the 8th graders with extrovert students' personality, to analyze the effectiveness of the use mind mapping to teach writing recontext to the 8th graders with introvert students' personality, and to analyze the effectiveness of the use questioning to teach writing recontext to the 8th graders with extrovert students' personality, to analyze the effectiveness, to analyze the significant difference, and to analyze the significant difference, and to analyze the interaction among mind mapping, questioning strategies, and students' writing achievement in teaching writing with different personality. So it is the objective of my study. We really need to pay attention about the 7 objective of the study and scope of the study. Of course, when we want to study something, we need to have the scope of the study. The first, the study will analyze teaching writing recontext by using mind mapping and questioning strategy. And the second is the study is viewed from extrovert and introvert personality based on the Ajeng personality inventory, or AP 1958. And then the effectiveness of the study is based on the mean score of writing recontext test, which is conducted after having treatment by applying mind mapping and questioning strategies. And here, review of related literature. Here, as the as we know that we need to collect 60 journals, and here I already divided into 5 categories, such as teaching writing strategies, mind mapping strategy, questioning strategies, students' personality, the collaboration of teaching strategies, and technology the um, as the addition in this kind of previous studies, because it is very interesting, and um, and we need to know that, oh, I see there are many kind of research that already done by the other researchers. So what makes different my with my thesis? Okay. The difference with my thesis, we know that this study will examine about the effectiveness of mind mapping and questioning strategies to teach writing recontext between extrovert and introvert students. So this study will be focused on the effectiveness of mind mapping and questioning strategy to teach writing recontext with the personalities of student. But there are many studies there are many studies that not combine all of kinds of the variables. Okay, reviews of the theoretical studies. Okay, here I focus on the 6 point. For the first is general concept of writing, general concept of recontext, teaching writing, general concept of mind mapping strategy, general concept of questioning strategy, extrovert and introvert personality. So it is my theoretical studies. When we want to analyze something, I relies on those kind of theories, and it is very important. So that is why I took it one by one from the expert. And here my theoretical framework. Let's start from language teaching, that divided become 4 skill, and I take one skill, that is writing skill. And here this teaching strategies, I use mind mapping and questioning strategies, so I will apply it for the extrovert student and introvert student, and extrovert and introvert student also for questioning strategies. So we will know or analyze the effect when we teach mind mapping and questioning strategies to the extrovert and introvert students. How the effect when we study about writing recount text. Okay, here my research methodology. It is the research design. The research design of the study will use experimental design, and here I will use factorial design to cross to where the variable x mean strategies and the variable y means personality. And it is the explanation. X1 means blah blah blah, x2 mean blah 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 until x2 when the y1 y2 means extrovert introvert student, that is taught by questioning strategy. So okay, it is my research design, so I will have two classes, experimental classes. First experimental group 1 and the second class is experimental group 2. The first group, experimental group 1, I will apply mind mapping with extrovert and introvert student, and for the group 2, experimental group 2, I will also use mind mapping and I mean questioning strategy to extrovert and introvert students. And it is the object of the study. Of course, the object of the study is writing the context by using two strategies, and the population and the sample population of the study is 8th graders students at SMPN Manto Lamongan. And then the sample of this research are two classes that taken from the population. Both of classes will be the experimental classes. And then the research variable, the dependent variable, of course, writing the context, achievement. The independent variables are teaching writing strategies, and the moderator variables are personalities. There are extrovert and introvert. And then the type of the data, the study will use quantitative data that will be obtained by using questionnaire and scores of writing the context. Of course, I will use it to analyzing. And then it is the instrument for collecting the data. I will use questionnaire, observation checklist, writing the context. The questionnaire here I already modified the Ajeng personality inventory. We can see the appendix 1 and appendix 2 as the questionnaire, and then observation checklist. We can observe the teaching and learning process of writing recontext, and after that I will have writing recontext as my instrument. And the triangulation, in methodological triangulation, the data will be collected by using more than one instruments. Like I said before, I use questionnaire, observation checklist, and writing recount and writing tests to minimize the subjectivity. And after that, after analyzing, I will use expert judgment as an alternative observation, because it can support my data, my analysis. So like I said before, it can minimize the subjectivity because I have the alternative observation. I will have expert judgment. Okay, thank you so much. I'm so sorry for many kinds of mistake. Thank you so much, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.